Okay, guys, so long story short, what we're doing is we are saying that the guy who pulled the guy from the thing and he attacked the guy did not play the victim. I think that this is very important because I agree with Chael, okay? He did not accept the victim. He just wants some tickets. He just wants some love. Maybe he wants to meet Chael. Maybe he wants to just do another event. He just likes to be there. He's not going to accept the money because he could have. He could have just sued Dana. Okay, thank you, Chael. That's all you had to say. We're done. But very nice storytelling. As always, per usual, you always tell the good stories. Now, here's a story. I am out and about, and I said that you're going to have to get like a little idea of like what I'm doing because I can't really like just be in the studio all day waiting for Chael to pump out videos. So I'm gonna walk and I'm gonna talk. And this is gonna let you go ahead and know like how much you need to practice what I preach or what we preach. Because I said earlier, we are in this together. Not for nothing, but we are. So I do this wherever I'm at. And this is the first time. Now, I had a nice UFC event. Yes, okay, that was pleasant. I was happy about it. I didn't actually win any money. I did bet on Max, but I lost in so many other places that money's just gone. Who cares? But then I had a really nice client that I had to meet out in the desert. So that's what we did. And it was a good time. It was my first time to Death Valley. That was fantastic. I'm now back here in Vegas, and I'm going to catch a movie. I just had a nice little, it was my dinner. I had my dinner at the Yard House. That's where it was. So since we're in the mood of storytelling, I asked the waitress. I ordered the black and ahi, as one does. Of course you're going to order the black and ahi, okay? I think it was even half off. Okay, it was a happy hour thing. The gentleman sitting next to me was so nice, and he instructed why we should hurry up and get our order in. I was like, oh, because it's half off? I was like, I don't really care, but I will take half off if you give it to me, okay? We're right outside of, but, so we get the order in. The lady was super nice. She got it in time. She knew she had to hurry. She was down to 2 minutes. She got it right in at the last minute. So we got 4 black and ahis. That's right. I ate 3 of them. Is it 3 or is it 3? So now what I'm doing, and I'm trying not to just like advertise for them. Like there's no one watching anyway. But I, But it is fun. My son likes to go to that store right there. If you guys are paying attention, my son likes to go to that store. And you can actually hear him play in some of the previous videos if you're so willing to go far enough back to look at that. And we got some airplane noise. I'm going to order a mic. Just don't worry about it, okay? If I order a mic, it'll be out better. I'm literally just talking into this phone pretty loudly. So there's everyone around that can hear it, but that's okay. There's no shame. There's no judgment. Anyway, back to the story at hand, because this is what's important. If you're not listening, it's very important. You need to pay attention and stay tuned and do the things. Those things down there, just do them like that. I don't know if it's like that. I've never even, I do the comment, like, I'll click the buttons, the buttons. I will do those buttons, but I don't really know how it all works. I literally just started adding descriptions, but I just copy them right from Chael. Like I just totally whatever his is, I just copy it. I think I added some words in there because we are trying to help one another, and I do appreciate you guys being here, and I do thank you for commenting, and I do thank you for just being you, because you know what? In general, I'm a really nice guy, and I like everyone. There's very few people on the planet that I do not like, or who have crossed me or rubbed me the wrong way. This leads me up to where I'm going. You thought I got sidetracked and I didn't want to talk about my story with the server, bartender. She did a great job. It actually wasn't even her who was a little weird. So we're talking about the victim, right? Chael was talking about the victims. So it was weird because I ordered black and ahi, sashimi, you know? You got to use those, right? Do you guys know? I'm just wondering, like, if somebody's like, you know, you're eating sashimi and you're like, you know, like you do this, you're like, and then she looked at me like I had 8 heads, you know? What is it? What does she think? I wanted to smoke or something? No, I don't smoke. Look at me. Come on. You know? And I was like, you know, but I was eating. I was sitting there. I had my mouth full. You know, like I saw her. I didn't have. Do you know what I'm talking about yet? Like, do you know what this is or not? Yes or no? Do you or not? Yes or no? Well, I had to actually say it. Chopsticks, you know, sticks, chopsticks. And she's like, yeah, I know what this is. And I was like, well, then why did you make me say it? I didn't say that, but that's what I thought. And I was like, well, why did you make me say that, right? Like, why would you, if you knew what this was, then why do you want me to open my mouth that I'm trying to eat something? Then she went on to just say, she started just laying it out like how men were, you know, like pain in the butts or something like that. And I'm just sitting there thinking, you are a female bartender. You probably rely on guys to give you tips. Now, I get it. You got to put up with some of the shit. But you picked the line of profession. You know, you picked that profession. I didn't pick it. Don't give me crap. And I, the nice guy, didn't even really say anything. But I went back to my usual. You know how that happens. You have like a usual canned response, and I have a usual canned response for that as well. I'm just like, guys, like, oh yeah, we're pain in the asses. No, we're not pain in the asses. You calling it out makes you a pain in the ass, and it's just wrong. Because I should have replied with, oh yeah, women are the worst. You know, I can't stand it when they don't have my dinner ready when I walk through the door. Like, come on. It's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Anyway, she did give me my chopsticks. And as she handed them to me, and I had my chopsticks there, and I was happy, and everything was fine. She said, since she said it, because this happens very quickly, you know, when you have the conversations, very quickly. She was like, yeah, I work at a bar. I know what, you know, all this means. I'm like, oh, what bar do you work at? And she replied, this one, the Yard House? And I was like, not for nothing, guys, but I think Chael and I are on the same page today. We're getting in there. Spread the word for me.